Hey, divine beings, I want to go over just a few highlights from MLK Jr.'s chart. He was such an inspirational figure across so many different nationalities and ethnicities around the world, and I want to honor him on what would have been his 95th birthday by just going through just so many beautiful things in his chart that we can learn from. So when I read a birth chart, I always go to the rising sign first. And MLK Jr., he was a Taurus rising. Taurus risings are known for really standing their ground and also having a calm, cool, and collected personality while standing their ground. They are ruled by the planet Venus. So naturally, I go to see where Venus is in his chart. His Venus is in the 11th house in the sign of Pisces. So Venus in Pisces, this is our love language. He was very romantic and he had a lot of high ideals, right? He really was empathetic too and intuitive when it came to the collective, because the 11th house is the collective consciousness and getting in touch with other people's emotions and understanding other people, because the 11th house is originally ruled by Aquarius. So his Venus is in a conjunction with Moon in Pisces. So once again, very intuitive, understanding the needs of the collective. Conjunction Saras, which is the asteroid which represents mothering and nurturing. So he was very, very kind, and he really did have the best interest of everybody in the collective and in his heart space. Like, he had a huge heart chakra. The Venus is opposing Neptune, which gives us like a certain amount of naivete. And because his Neptune was in Virgo in the fifth, it's like he wanted to nurture people and, really make sure that they felt accommodated. But I think that he was somewhat naive, that people really didn't want to help the collective and were not as in touch with the collective consciousness like he was. And then if we look at his Venus and his moon making that trine with Pluto in the third house, he was such a dynamic communicator. There's such like a moon, like a lunar like, especially because, he's a Taurus rising and the moon is exalted in Taurus. Such like a lunar like quality about him. Because with this Pluto in the third house, that's our communication house, how we think. It's like he really wanted to nurture the collective. He wanted to change how the collective felt, and it felt safe, because Venus trine Pluto is like, I want to make a difference. I want to make you feel loved. I'm such a powerful person and such a powerful presence, but I'm a loving person. It's that water. He wanted to just make sure everybody felt accommodated and safe and equal. And adding to that, we do see that MLK Jr.'s sun is on his MC, sun in Capricorn, right there at the MC line. So once again, a powerful force of nature that he was, very seen, meant to be seen as a leader. That's exactly what he was. And look at that, his sun was opposing that Pluto in the third. So sometimes when we have that, the Sun Pluto opposition, people can really get upset with us and can view us as a threat. And obviously people did, and he was assassinated. Of course, there's a lot more to explore in this chart, but I just wanted to show you those highlights of MLK Jr.'s chart. And of course, if you like to book a reading with me, my website, sarahashley.astrology.com.